Hello everyone, I'm Ronald Mehta and welcome back to our channel digiate.com. We are your digital aid and we provide free courses on the subjects of business and marketing.
Now let's look at the 5 C's and 4 A's of marketing. Let's start with the 5 C's of marketing. They entail the following. That is your customer, the company, collaborators, competitors, and context. Let's look at each one of them briefly with a suitable example or case study. Starting with customers. Customers are identified by the needs of the business that it aims to satisfy. The company accomplishes this by creating its product offering. B2B and C2C are the two types of companies that may exist. Making a value proposition for target customers is necessary for an institution. An organization's value proposition must necessarily be created for target clients. Psychological, monetary, and functional customer values are all possible. Example of Starbucks and their customers. Starbucks Rewards, one of the most popular loyalty programs offered by Starbucks, provides discounts and freebies. Starbucks has been recognized as a leader in restaurant technology for a long time, and an increase in revenue has been reported during the pandemic from its loyalty program members. According to the filing in the United States, 44% of the sales in the quarter ended March 2020 was said to have come from Starbucks Rewards members, and so was 48% of sales in the last week of May. There were about 19.4 million US members who were part of this program as of March 2020. In fact, Starbucks members have accumulated more than $2 billion in rewards which have not been redeemed. Moving on to the element of company. The firm is the organization in charge of the offering. In the case of a portfolio being diversified, the company is classified as a strategic business unit that offers the product. And no one does this better than Facebook's portfolio of companies. With more than 80 companies who were acquired by Facebook in order to maintain business growth and keep its portfolio diverse. And out of these, we know Facebook with about 2.9 billion monthly active users, WhatsApp with about 2 billion users, and about Instagram with 1.4 billion monthly active users. Out of the 80 plus acquisitions done by Facebook, these three are the major drivers of the business. Moving on to collaborators. Collaborators are people or organizations that help firm create value for its customers. Participants in business supply chains include suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, dealers, R&D firms, retailers, advertising agencies, external sales force, and market research companies. Collaborations are beneficial in the way that they enhance cost effectiveness, flexibility, cost efficiency, and speed of service and product delivery. Implicit or explicit collaborations may be horizontal or vertical. For instance, a McDonald's franchising model. Well, McDonald's operated and franchised a total of about 40,000 restaurants in 2021. Out of these, more than 90% of the restaurants worldwide are owned and operated by independent local business owners, as in their franchising model. Next, the element of competition. Competitors are firms that compete for the same set of customers in order to satisfy their demands. The target consumers are battled with by rivals to fulfill the client's needs. Companies can face competition from entities in the same or different industries. Entities that operate offerings known as subtitles in various sectors compete with enterprises from the same industry. And we all know the rivalry between Burger King and McDonald's when it comes to the advertising warfare. The battle between both of them indicates one of the greatest rivalries in the fast food business. McDonald's has always been the leader in the space, but Burger King has been relentless in its campaigns by taking on the leader. And finally, the element of context. The context is the environment in which the business functions. It might be economic, natural, or political. The context also includes technology, social trends, the spread of current technologies, and market-specific beliefs. Additionally, it includes money, inflation, supply, economic growth rate, interest rates, deflation, structural changes in the market, information accessibility, and power balance, all examples of terms in relevance to money. But we will look at an example of Adidas here. Adidas Poly footwear made from upcycled ocean plastic was a paramount success. The company has continued to follow the standard set and look for new ways to innovate products in an ecologically conscious way. By 2020, Adidas has an aim to produce about 15 to 20 million pairs of shoes using recycled plastic from coast regions and oceans. In 2017, the figure was about 1 million pairs. In 2018, it was 5 million pairs. And the market for launch's fully recyclable running shoe, Futurecraft Louvre, was planned about 2021, being released in a test phase in 2019. So that's it folks, this brings an end to the topic on 5 C's of marketing. Now we'll move on to the 4 A's of marketing. The 4A model was developed by Jagdish Sheth, a marketing professor at Emory University, and Dr. Rajendra Sisodia, a marketing professor at Bentley University. The 4 A's entail the following. First, affordability, that is functional and psychological affordability. Acceptability, in this case, the economic and psychological acceptability. Accessibility in terms of availability of the product and the convenience to get it. And finally, awareness, as in product knowledge and the brand awareness. Let's look at each of them briefly with suitable examples, starting with the element of acceptability. It is a degree to which a company's total product offering exceeds customer expectations. No one does this brilliant than Apple. Apple products exceed consumer expectations every time they launch a product. Apple does not necessarily market its technology features, but instead they reinvent standards. For instance, Apple's product packaging is beyond excellence, whereas opening other brands entails plain cardboard boxes which are not as aesthetic. Apple, as we all know, has aced in evangelism, whereas different brands tended to focus more on conventional marketing. Next comes the element of affordability. It is a degree to which buyers in the market are capable and willing to pay the product's price. The example of Airbnb. Launched in 2008, it has been successfully crafting lasting experiences for travelers that are simple, tasteful, and also affordable. The best documented largest latent benefit of Airbnb expansion is the extended supply of travel accommodations that could benefit travelers all over by making travel more affordable. One room listing tends to be the cheapest, with an average Airbnb price of about $84 per night in 2021. The Airbnb pricing strategy notices the demand for listings similar to yours to find the right price for each night. The next A of accessibility. Accessibility defines whether customers can acquire and use a product or service at ease. For instance, IKEA. IKEA stores are usually located outside of city centers because of the furniture giant's big box retail style. IKEA has been leveraging the element of GPS to make it easy for customers to access the stores. With the help of Google Maps timelines, shoppers in Dubai exchanged their commute time for currency and enjoyed savings on their purchase at IKEA stores. The marketing team in IKEA in Ireland used drive time maps to create advertisement messaging tailored to consumer location. And finally, the element of awareness. Awareness entails a degree to which buyers have information about the product, convinced to try it and repurchase it. The best example of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola scores a place of being one of the best examples for brand awareness. Another most notable thing about Coca-Cola is their campaigns. It has always been famous for bringing up most viral and relevant campaigns such as the Share a Coke campaign. They have aimed to remain relevant and continue to be till this day. So that's it, folks. This brings an end to the topic on 5 C's and 4 A's of marketing. These are the list of sources and links referred to for our content in the video. Thank you and stay tuned for more videos.